You really think you've messed up too much for God to love you. Hate to break it to you, but you're just not that powerful. Seriously, do you really think your mistakes are bigger than God's grace? That your failures somehow outweigh His love? Let's be real for a second. We've all done things we regret. We've all fallen short, including myself. But the idea that you've gone too far, that God looks at you and says, yeah, I can't work with that one, that's just not how He operates. Look at the people God used in the Bible. David, an adulterer and a murderer. Moses, a guy who literally killed someone and then ran away. Paul, he was out here persecuting Christians before he became one of the biggest voices for Jesus. If God was in the business of cutting people off because of their mistakes, none of those people would have had a shot. But that's not who He is. His love isn't based on how good you are, it's based on how good He is. And He already knew every mistake you'd make before you ever made it, yet He still chose to love you, still chose to pursue you, still chose to make a way for you. And I get it, sometimes we're not even worried about whether God will forgive us. Sometimes the hardest part is forgiving ourselves. We replay our worst moments over and over like we're punishing ourselves just to make sure we never forget. But guess what? God's not asking you to do that. He's not holding your past over your head. If He's already forgiven you, why are you still carrying it? Listen, there's nothing you've done that can separate you from His love. No past too messy, no sin too big, no failure too deep. You are not the one exception to God's grace. You are not too broken to be redeemed. You are not too far gone. So maybe it's time to let go of the guilt. Stop believing the lie that God is done with you and actually accept the grace He's been offering you this whole time. Because trust me, He's not giving up on you. And if you needed this reminder today, stick around, hit that follow for more, because I promise you, God's not done speaking into your life.